Hello everybody, John from Hillbilly Wine 101, and I'm out here in beautiful Florida in the wintertime on vacation. It's 80 something degrees. I'm relaxed, I love it. I've been doing something cool lately. I've been comparing wines, the exact winery, the exact winemaker, the exact grape. One the traditional style red wine and one made as a rosé. And I'm comparing what does when you make it dark red, when you leave it in contact with the skins and the seeds and the stems, and you barrel age it, how does that change it from the exact same juice that just rosé, just a hint of contact with the skin. And I think it's a great way to pick out the, to know what the grape tastes like, the essence of the grape, without being oak and without being the tannins and all from the skin, and then being able to tell with the oak and with the tannin and that being introduced to the skins and the seeds and the grapes, how that makes a difference. And it actually could help your palate. And it's an interesting little experiment. So I have here today Phebus. It's an Argentinian Malbec. I just did the rosé 2016, and now I'm getting ready to do the traditional red Malbec. Of course, the grape is exactly the same. The juice is crystal clear. They leave it in contact for the rosé just long enough to get a little tint color, and they leave it in contact with the red to give it a dark red color. That's all coming from the staining of the grapes, from the skin. This one is $10.34. The rosé was $8.99. When I get done with these individual reviews, then I'm going to do one just on the difference between what the rosé versus the traditional, what I'll call traditional, does to the flavor and profile. So I'm going to link these together and, playlist under Phebus Malbec wine, and you can check them all out. So this ABV is 14%, was 12.5 on the Malbec, and please look at that review. It's very interesting, and I think you'll be pleased with it. So let's see. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do these experiments forever. I did with 3 different grape varietals, and it's really, really fun and interesting, and I love doing it. Something I thought of. I think it's cool. These have real corks. Some of you, that makes a difference. So if you're a real cork fan, Phebus has a real cork, bottled by Bodegas Fabre from Mendoza, Argentina. That's what it says on the cork. Very nice, clean. Very nice. So, put a little aerator in here. 2016. Let's see what we got. It's kind of a color of a what I would call a Pinot Noir or a Chianti. A little lighter. It's not a dark purple or a black or anything like that. It's just kind of a, light, bright, fruity looking red color. Now this is 2016, so it's only 2017. So if you were to lay this down for a couple years, it would get a little darker, maybe get a little brown hue to it, maybe 3 to 5 years would change the flavor and the profile. So this is very young, so that this color shows that. So it smells good, and I take in context that it was a young wine. This being 14%, it'll lay down a little bit. What I call the standard for red wine, something I just kind of made up because most of them seem to be around 13.5%. So this being 14, a little more. And you ever get a chance to come to Southern Florida here in the United States, it's beautiful. It's basically January. It's 82 degrees. It's just gorgeous. The sun's in a way to where it's warm, but it's not blistering to where, like it is in the summer. The humidity's down. Doesn't rain all the time. Summer's a little rough down here. But the winter, just beautiful. Interesting, but I didn't give a. Let me give a smell to it. The nose. Yeah, very good. Okay, it's got like a plum I guess a blueberry. It's got a light fruit smell to it. I would say plum, ripe plum, nice purple plum, and then a little bit of, and that, and I imagine that when you bite into that, it's sweet, and the skin's always tart on a plum. It's got a certain smell to it, but that's mixed with like some blueberry, maybe a little raspberry, all mixed together to make a really nice profile, nice fruity profile. Yeah, I really smell that those three fruits mixed with like a little bit of flowers. If you were in a roadside stand that sold fruits in the summertime, and then a part of it had fresh cut flowers, and you go in and you browse around and you buy it, it kind of smells like that a little bit. Argentina really does a good job with the Malbecs. This Phebus is good. It's got medium minus acidity, medium minus tannin. It's not drying out your mouth. It's not hitting you. It's got a very nice blend. And when you do that with the fruit and the floral part of this, I think it's a very nice wine, especially for how young it is. Generally, I would expect this to be in an older wine where it's blended like that. But this one, so I don't know. Without the tannin and the acid, I'm not sure how long you can lay this down. Probably 3 years, you get no problem. Winemaker, I don't know what he would say. But things don't last long around here like they used to. I used to be more into aging wines, and now with these vlogs I'm doing, I suck them down pretty quick. I do have a few that I've sampled and reviewed and decided, hey, I need to lay these down, and I have a separate area where I lay them down, but not so much as I used to. Anyway, from Hillbilly Wine 101, the next video, we're going to compare, not so much talk about the individual wines, but talk about what's the difference between the same grape, same winery, same winemaker, but one red and one rosé. So please watch the playlist, check out all three of these, and I have some other wines and other varietals I've done the same thing with. So from Hillbilly Wine 101, cheers everybody.